Wow, Apple just wrapped up their awe-inspiring event, and honestly, I've got a lot of thoughts. From the Apple Watch Ultra 3, which is what I was waiting for, that new iPhone 17, the AirPods Pro 3, there's plenty to break down, but in this video, I'm not going to go through all the details of all of that kind of stuff. This is going to be super raw, unfiltered reaction. I've made some notes, so while it's all still fresh, let's get into it. I've got my notes up on here, I've got the watch selection up on there. By the time you watch this, I will no doubt have pre-ordered my new Apple Watch Ultra 3, and in the spirit of keeping things all Apple, I'm shooting this raw on my iPhone 16 Pro, which is now out of date. Brilliant, but I'm not replacing that, so don't worry. Shooting this on the iPhone 16 Pro, no external microphone, this is all onboard stuff. Now, before we dive into it, I've made notes here, so I'm going to be looking down, reading off my screen, because I couldn't take all of this in one go. Look, before we dive into this, let me know in the comments below what announcement surprised you the most. I'll be jumping in, I'll be down in the comments after this to spread my thoughts around on that, and I'll reply to as many as I can. So let me know below which one surprised you the most. Like I said, I've just had to eat some food as well because it's 7:30 here in the United Kingdom of Englandshire, so it's time for some food. We've just done that. Right, let's get into section number 1. Okay then, so first impressions. Now this event was absolutely classic Apple. It was polished, dramatic. There was a few moments that genuinely surprised me. I mean, their presentation style, they absolutely know how to keep us watching. However, it always feels a little bit too scripted for my British way of doing things. So I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right, here's the thing, that this is what we're here for, right? So let's talk it. Apple Watch Ultra 3. Let's jump straight in. Okay then, some bullet point notes that I made on this Apple Watch. So like I said, I'm going to be reading this off the screen. I was going to put you on a stand, but I'm going handheld for this because I just want to get this done. So that emotional real life stories to kick things off, that was a very nice touch. That pulled at the heartstrings a little bit. Maybe that was just me. I don't know. If it did you as well, then say so. Okay, the big one. Battery life has been improved, upgraded, whatever word you want to use. They are now claiming it will do more than it did. Now my Ultra 2, I could get 3.5 to 4 days out of that thing off a full charge in my normal use case. So if they've extended that, that means I'm going to be getting more, and we're going to be pushing very close to what this thing does. Maybe I will be testing it and I will report back on that. I will give a thorough test on that one, so don't worry. What else is new on there? Okay, so they class the Ultra as a sports watch, a smartwatch, and a health monitor. We're getting the blood oxygen sensoring back. I think I read that correctly, or I heard that correctly. Like, obviously, caveat all of this with double check that yourself. The new detection for potential hypertension. That's a lot of words. So I'm not saying that you've got high blood pressure or hypertension, but maybe it will pick up an indication that perhaps something's not quite right and you should go and seek the assistance of a medical professional. That is really, really good. I love that. So heart health was in there. Sleep. Obviously, we do the whole sleep apnea thing, which is really good for those of us that are getting a little bit older. That's an ideal one to have. And now we get the sleep score. So it takes that sleep information and it splits it up into the different categories and gives us a score, which I said in a previous video, is that such a big deal? I don't know. It's always nice to see a number and then try and improve it. Currently, my Garmin and my Ultra 2 before that, they were always, excuse me, this is raw. They were always fairly representative of how I felt when I woke up in the morning. I'm not really too worried about that. New display, new wider angle, bigger display, but all in the same size chassis. So the watch itself hasn't increased in size. That's ace. 5G cellular connectivity, ace. Satellite connectivity for SOS emergency situations, which is ace. Here's the big winner for that one though. 2 years of it is free. Garmin, you got to pay for that through their subscription. Maybe they missed an opportunity there, Garmin, maybe. Prices, we have the Apple Watch SE, that's English pounds. Let's see, Apple Watch SE is available from £219. The new 11, Apple Watch Series 11, is available from £369. This is here in the UK. I know the dollars was different. And the Ultra 3 is available for £749. So that's the same price, maybe a tiny bit cheaper. I can't really remember. Same price as it was previously. Check currency wherever you are. No price increase. So a better watch, more features, no price increase. Hello, Garmin, you missed it. Let's do a quick poll. After seeing that announcement and reading up on the specs, are you Team Ultra? Or are you going to be sticking with Garmin or another watch, whatever it may be? Drop that in the comments below. Let me know. Team Apple, Team Garmin, Team Other. Let's see. Okay, so that's some good news about the watch. Like I said, there's some reviews when I get my hands on it, which will be Friday, September the 19th, because I've just pre-ordered it. It's coming. It's coming. As soon as it arrives, I'll be hammering that thing to pieces in my real world, give my actual real use perspective, thoughts, feedback on it from there. But before all that, let's run through some other bits and pieces that caught my attention. That new iPhone Air, wow, that looked a bit different to me, at least anyway, with that massive notch on the back. Let me know, what do you think about that one? That iPhone 17 Pro, like I said, it's made my 16 Pro obsolete now. Oh well, never mind, I'll still stick with this one. AirPods Pro 3. Zoe was excited about that. She's desperately in need of some new AirPods, and I said to her, no, wait, just wait, because if they launch a new version, you'll probably be able to get the Pro 2 cheaper if you want to stick with those, or see what the 3 gives us. So improved active noise cancellation, which gives us 2 times the ANC of the AirPods Pro 2 and 4 times of the original AirPods, which is great. A thing called live translation. So you've got your AirPods in, it will translate different language to your current language, and then you could talk back using your iPhone to that person. But if that other person also has the AirPods Pro 3, you can both do the talkie translate thing, which I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? It seems like a good idea. In-ear heart rate sensors for workouts and obviously workout tracking. Again, sounds like a good idea. In real life, is it? Will we use that? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. If Zoe buys some, then I'll ask her to test them. One big thing though, which is a good thing for someone like me who works in the world of fitness and is constantly exercising, that kind of stuff, is the IP57 rating, so improved sweat and water resistance. That was great. So we've got that new iPhone and the new AirPods Pro 3. They were big, like I said, that AirPods Pro 3, big for Zoe. She's pre-ordered those. We'll see what we go with those. Okay then, so why does this all matter? Well, here's the thing. I've been deep in the Apple ecosystem for a long time now. I have a Mac Mini, the M2 Mac Mini, I think it is, the M4 MacBook Pro, my iPhone, iPad, Apple TV. That didn't get an upgrade. I thought that might do. And it's events like this evening that remind me why everything just works better. And that Ultra 3, now with those improvements that they've added to it, it's definitely feeling like the missing piece for me personally. It really isn't just about specs though. I've said this before in other videos. It's about how it ties into my normal everyday and my normal use case. So that's one of the big things with there. So there we go, initial reaction to Apple's awe-inspiring event, and honestly that Ultra 3 has got me hyped. I can't wait to get my hands on it and put it through the proper ringing test. I'm going to be traveling with it. We're going to be testing it, Spain, where else are we going? It doesn't matter. Miami, and then down to Key West, and then we've got trips to the Maldives, and we're going to be in London. I'm going to be hammering that thing, so don't worry. Right? If you've enjoyed this video, I know it's very raw and I've been a bit bouncy all over the place, but if you've enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, stick around. I'm going to be covering this thing in depth as soon as I get my hands on it. Trust me, you don't want to miss that. All right, now, here's to finish off with. I would like to hear from you. Did Apple deliver, or was the event overhyped? Let's chat about that in the comments. Now, that seems like enough waffle from me. I got some video planning to do for a new watch, so watch. No pun intended. Dad jokes, I'm allowed to say that. So watch this video next, and then when you've done that, get outside, enjoy some fitness. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.